Well, Fatboy's comment is he doesn't care for most of Dan's guests. It's good that we've got Fatboy because he's a great moral guardian of Fragcom. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just a bit upset here. Fatboy Fragrance is disappointed in me. The moral arbiter of the Fragcom, the man who stands above us all. He's disappointed in me. I'm sorry.
I have a legacy, and it's totally obvious that I don't talk about people or wish ill on no one.
We would call that guy a dick with ears. But he triggers me big time. I'm sorry. The guy's just a jackass.
I'm loyal to my family.
He never does. He never talks about people. That's fair. Yeah.
You think I'm stirring up drama?
No, you're not. I am. But actually, Juan started it because he had a dig at me in the chat, and he needs to learn that it won't end well for him. Fatboy Fragrance Reviews, who I've never said much negative about, says he's sorry not into the eye candy. Well, that's fine because we certainly don't get much of it on your stream, do we, Juan?
Bada bop boom pow.
Hello folks, we are back. That was me on a Miami Cuddles live stream, and Fatboy Fragrance Reviews, he made me Reviewer of the Year. Seriously, at the beginning of this year, or Fragrance YouTuber of the Year. I don't know what happened. Now he doesn't think I'm doing the right things. This is YouTube, guys. There's some funny folk out there. By the way, live streams, check out my live streams every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Amazing variety of guests, topics, lots of fragrance stuff and other stuff, and some drama. Either you like that or you don't. Guys, check it out. We are unique. It is the leading regular fragrance community live stream. Let's move on, guys. We're going to do a talk about a fragrance here. We're going to talk about Acqua Di Gio Eau De Parfum, a 2022 release. It's about time I did a single fragrance review. I mean, who ever heard of doing that on YouTube? Let's do it. Before that, do not forget, go to myfragrancesamples.com and use my code MR, M-I-S-T-E-R, for 15% off across their site. It's the #1 place to get your fragrance samples in America, Canada, and even Puerto Rico. Okay, let's talk about it, guys. Acqua Di Gio, the original aquatic fragrance, really, or one of them, along with L'Eau de for men, that came out in the mid-1980s. It was originally an eau de toilette. Of course, I've got the original eau de toilette version here, and it was composed by perfumer Alberto de Morillas, a great, very prolific perfumer. And this is, a kind of a modern, is it modern 96? But let's say, to me, a modern classic. It was certainly a forward-looking smell, a new kind of thing, this fresh, citrusy, aquatic kind of scent that became very, very popular along with, was it CK1, was it, or CK Eternity? One of those two. CK1, I think. This one, and L'Eau de and all that kind of thing. So aquatic fragrances, very much a thing that were popular in the 90s into the 2000s and continue to be so to some extent. So Acqua Di Gio, we're all very familiar probably with the bottle and maybe the smell. Since that, we've had, of course, many flankers, many sequels to this one, most notably maybe Acqua Di Gio Profumo, which got a lot of talk in the community about 5 or 6 years ago. It's one in the dark blue bottle, and it's a bit like this. This is very fresh, citrusy, aquatic, bit shower gel-ish, bit synthetic smelling. That had a lot of that DNA, as they say, but it also added a little bit of incense, a little bit of depth, a tiny bit more darkness, but was still kind of fresh, very versatile. Maybe this is kind of very youthful and almost a bit cocky, if you like, and this just maybe smartened it up, made it a little bit more grown up, which was great. Then there's been untold things like Profondo, and I can't even remember all the flankers, and I haven't got the time or inclination to go into them. Anyhow, I haven't bought a bottle of Acqua Di Gio Eau De Parfum. That's the latest one, 2022 release, but I've got a good sample, 10 ml sample, and Let me talk about this fragrance. Okay, so the Acqua Di Gio Eau De Parfum version is a 2022 release. Here are the notes. It's C notes. I don't tend to like C notes as a note. Green mandarin, clary sage, lavender, geranium, mineral notes. Vetiver and patchouli. Okay, so to me, there ain't a lot to say here, guys. I'm not going to give this a very... I've called the video on the thumbnail Crap Acqua Di Gio just to get your attention, and it isn't crap, but it's a bit whatever. It's a bit whatever to me, okay? It's a bit like halfway between the original Acqua Di Gio and the Acqua Di Gio Profumo, okay? So this is the Eau De Parfum rather than the Profumo, which I think is also an Eau De Parfum concentration, confusingly. I hear that may be discontinued. Anyway, a lot of people like the Profumo. I think it's okay, but the Acqua Di Gio DNA, I don't love it. I don't love this kind of aquatic. Is it cologne, the chemical they use? C-A-L-O-N-E? I don't know. But some of these things with this aquatic sea air, sea note, synthetic thing to me, it's not terrible, but it doesn't do a lot for me, to be honest. So I'm probably not the best. It's not my taste anyhow massively, but a decent fragrance was the Profumo, I think, and a classier rendition of this maybe. And this is kind of halfway in between, if I'm totally honest with you. This is quite sharp, the original Eau de Toilette. This smooths it out a little bit. It's got a very, very fresh but somewhat synthetic smelling thing. Very much the Armani Acqua Di Gio DNA is in there. You'll recognise it, and it's really not an amazing departure from the overall thing. Alberto Marias, again, the perfumer, so he's got a good track record of doing these, and it's a perfectly decent, acceptable, okay fragrance, but it's a little bit whatever. It doesn't stand out from the crowd very much. Maybe it would have done if the original Acqua Di Gio just smelled like this. That would have been great too. But it's been done before. It's perfectly acceptable, perfectly okay. The performance is average. It's not amazing. It's just decent. I've tried it quite a bit. It's pleasant enough, but you can do so much better. So I'm going to give it like a 6. Let's give it a 6 out of 10. It's crap is a bit hard to say, but I think it's a bit crap to buy it, to be honest, when there's so much more fun. My flower fell off. Forget the flower. There's so much more fun to be had there. So what should you buy from Armani? Forget the code. Forget all the other flankers from the Acqua Di Gio range. I don't want to piss you off, guys, but I'm going to be frank. And this is if you're 20, if you're 30, 40, 50. It doesn't matter. Forget if people tell you what age you should be to wear something, or that's old. 1984 release, re-released in 2013. The original Armani fragrance, Eau Pour Homme. Now, when I smell this, then you see a smile on my face, because this is beautiful. This is class in a bottle. 2013 re-release. I don't know quite what happened. There's an older version with a black bottle, which I do have too, but the modern one, really, let's not bore everyone with the differences. Slight difference formula, same idea. Bergamot top note, mandarin orange, my favorite kind of orange, basil, cloves, nutmegs, and lily are in the mid. Oak moss, sandalwood, and patchouli in the base. It's citrusy, it's classy, it's refined. It doesn't have this, to me, annoying synthetic C note thing, which I don't love. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It smells a little bit more refined, a little bit more maybe old school if you like, but just timeless elegance and class. If you like things like Acqua di Parma, Colonias, but you want something that's just a little bit less sort of stuffy and early 20th century 1950s than the original Colonia from Acqua di Parma. But this has a timeless, classy elegance, not a strong performer. And sometimes you don't want that. It lasts okay. It doesn't project massively, but it's great for work, intimate, going on a date or having dinner with your significant other. You really don't want to stink the place out, but you want to smell approachable, masculine, fresh, clean, and classy. The Acqua Di Gio's never quite reach the level of true class and taste for me. Armani Eau Pour Homme does. Let me know what you that's a 10 out of 10 all-time classic. Acqua Di Gio Eau De Parfum. Give it a miss, guys. That's my honest review. If you want honest reviews, please come to Mr. Smelly. I am not corrupted by the horrible world of YouTube Fragcom. I am an honest man. I'm an independent YouTuber. Please subscribe if you like that concept. No disrespect to other YouTubers, all of whom I love and respect very much, whatever they're doing. We love you all. See you in the next video. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project. And sometimes, I'm afraid, life may stink. But even if you wore the Eau de Parfum of Acqua Di Gio, or preferably Armani Eau Pour Homme, at least you and I would always smell good. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. If you'd like to see an extra video from me every week, sign up to my Patreon group. It's only $2 a month. There's a link in the description, and we have loads of interesting stuff going on there. I do a lot of fragrance stuff, of course, but I also talk about some other things to do with my life. It's really fun, and I hope to see you in there. As I say, you can follow the link in the description, or just go to Patreon and type in Mr. Smelly 1977.